Tucked away in the Shenandoah Valley, Harrisonburg, Virginia, home to James Madison, father of the Constitution and mother of some of the most electric crowds in all of college football when they come out to support the Dukes. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the James Madison Dukes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the James Madison Dukes offense takes the field for the first time today. When your quarterback takes the field, you want him to look just like this guy, exuding confidence.
Yeah, the it factor. He's the man. Nobody questions it. Everybody on this team knows they've got his back, and he's the leader.
Everybody in this stadium also knows the...
Taking a shot on the first play. He's got it down the right side. He's loose. Touchdown, James Madison. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Yeah, and coming into the game, you look at the stats, and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. That one's going to get a little star mark beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. So James Madison's offense will go to work for the first time today. A big challenge for both of these quarterbacks, Jesse, is dealing with a ball-hawking free safety on the other side.
Oh, you're right, Reese. QBs better be good with their eyes. Better not stare down.
Oh, he's going to go up top. He's got it down the left. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. He'll do it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Last play didn't go as planned. Now 2nd and 10 from the 26. To the air. It's Maddox. Quickly complete. Makes the catch, and he's brought down. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Bought a little time, lets it go. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. This time they'll go to the running game. Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. Used the play fake, now to throw. And he's got it! Touchdown, Ole Miss!
Yeah, I love the little play-action fake. It's you get inside the 5, you're thinking run as a defense, come up, be physical, and they slip those guys right behind you, throw it over the top of you. Man, those are tough to defend. Nice little play action by this offense.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-prong.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
And don't get it twisted. A big part of this team's formula for success defensively is getting after the quarterback. In their last game, they had 6 sacks, won the game. They know they've got to be able to get after the QB, and this one put some pressure on them, and they're already off to a great start.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Here's the handoff. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. Looking downfield, it's Maddox. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. And that pass picked off. Looking for more room. He's at the 40, the 20, the 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Dukes. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get in and take it back to the house.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his 1st sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
And now the offense will come onto the field again. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Got his man on the right. Oh, spins away. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He is so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Fires downfield. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, going up top. Unloads to the right. Touchdown, James Madison! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Now on 3rd down for this offense. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. And the Rebels will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the returner will be brought down. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. They'll go with a direct snap. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
And now we see on 4th down, people are so comfortable going for it, especially around midfield like this. Find a play you know you like, short yardage situation, one you practiced all week. Go out, execute it. Nice job getting the 1st down.
Handoff to the lone back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a 1st down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Pressure coming. Grab near the marker. It's Nielsen. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. The Dukes are on the move. He's going to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Going over the top. Touchdown, Dukes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you've got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Got his man in the middle. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Maddox. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. They're going to throw it again. He looks that one in nicely. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down. It'll bring up a big decision. The Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. Just needs a crack to get a return. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute, throwing and running.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
I think a big part of the formula to this team's success is their ability to get after the quarterback. In game 1, they had 6 sacks and obviously won that football game. They know coming into this one today, they have got to be able to get after the quarterback, and they're off to a great start.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He'll take the deep shot. Makes the catch down the right side. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
They get him down after he makes the catch.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Looking to throw on 3rd. It's caught. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The completion well past the sticks. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a two-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
The sweet feet buy a little time. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Hold it, offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up 3rd down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
Zings it complete to the right. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that 1st down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes, like run your route past the sticks so we get the 1st down, but nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the 4th down.
He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
From his end zone, he'll go up top. Got a man. It's White. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. To the ground with the back. They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've had yourselves a great broadcast so far today in Harrisonburg.
All lined up and ready to go for a great 2nd half ahead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Maddox. Gets it out quickly. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. And the Rebels look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on 1st down. Snags it over the middle.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He'll keep it himself. Got room at the 35. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a 1st at the 29. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He's got his man, makes the grab. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. And the Rebels look to do some damage in the red zone. The inside handoff. Nice move to keep running. They knock him down after a pickup of 4. Ball is at the 9-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Snags it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And he will score! Touchdown, Rebels! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that 1st score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step 1 accomplished.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. The give from the gun. Nice move to keep moving.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Quarterback will audible. He's looking for an open man on second down. It's complete to the left. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires to the tight end. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Yeah, and I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, they'll take to the air. Brings it in down the left side. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Trying to find his man on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, James Madison. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Rebels will punt it away on fourth down. Looks as if this one will be marked down around the 25. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. The run to the left. He breaks a tackle. It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. He's looking to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. He'll pull it down. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Showing off the arm. It's a fumble. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. And you could just feel a collective sigh of relief when that ball rolled out of bounds.
Yeah, that defense, they looked excited. You see all those bodies trying to run over and jump on that football? That offense is very lucky that thing trickled out of bounds.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Wide open downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. And the Dukes with the 1st and 10.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this year. They're still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. The Dukes are in the hurry-up. Barrels ahead. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They're trying to slam it in. Touchdown, Dukes! And the stomping has commenced. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. And they tacked on the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Quick strike complete. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Rebels decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Now on the return. Obliterates him, still on the move. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. And the Dukes are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Pulled down for the tackle.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice.
Touchdown, James Madison! And the pummeling has started. That leads a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the 4th quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Dropping back, it's Maddox. Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Got his man quickly. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Going up top on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Looking to move it through the air. Finds his tight end.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They want to just keep throwing it. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. So they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And the returner is stopped. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game. Take the W into the locker room.
To the air on first down. They're trying to get to it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Couldn't make the play on first down. They'll try it again. 2nd and 10 from the 27. Quarterback checking off. And back to the air on 2nd down. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Working on the right. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Dukes come to the line in the hurry up. They'll throw it on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And he intercepts it. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. Looking for a productive play on first down. The short hands, it's White. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Maddox. He's going up top here late in the game. Fires and picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
And this will be incomplete as the game comes to a close. They won the game today.